All right, everybody, today is the day. It is cylinder head installation day on this 3.6 liter Pentastar and this 2017 Jeep Wrangler. This thing was here. You guys may have seen it. This is the third video on this truck already. This thing came in with a dead cylinder misfire only at idle on cylinder number 6 out back over there. We had found it had a failed exhaust valve seat and a worn guide. So I guess the guide went out and the valve was running kind of sideways. It took out the seat. So the machine shop had to change out the seat and the valve. We had them do a valve job on the other 23 valves. They are all cut and freshly faced, and the deck surface of these heads has been cleaned up, made flat and true, and they have cleaned the entire unit, both units, to near perfection. This is nearly a brand new looking cylinder head. So today we're going to go ahead and get this thing prepped up and ready for cylinder head installation. We've got a set of cylinder head bolts over there. We've got all the gaskets, cylinder head gaskets. We've got some sealant, valve cover gaskets over here. And over here, we've got an entire set of lash adjusters and rockers soaking in some engine oil. We like to soak the adjusters, that way oil can get inside of them, that way it doesn't make a bunch of horrendous ticking noises on startup. So today we're going to go ahead and get these cylinder head gaskets set into place, get the heads on it, and start the bolts. Let's get going. Now there is one thing that can critically ruin your day when installing some cylinder heads, and that is going to be the presence of oil or coolant inside of the head bolt threads in the block. You see, when these heads are removed, all this area around the cylinders is saturated in coolant. And what can happen is coolant can make its way down inside of these holes where the bolts go. And when you go to install a bolt in there, if it's full of coolant or oil, what'll happen is it'll hydrolock that bolt and you'll break the bolt off. Because when you torque it, when you angle torque it, you think that the bolt has space to go and it ends up not having anywhere to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and blow these out with some air. Make sure that there's no coolant or oil in there. There's some. There's some. Yep. Yeah, we gotta blow all that business out of there. Do the other side. Very good. So the next critical thing is to make sure that the dowel pins are all in position. You gotta have at least 2 per cylinder head. If those are not there, the head has the chance to be off center a few thousandths of an inch, and that will cause a misalignment and ultimately a blowed up head gasket. The head gaskets on this particular engine, these are multi-layer steel gaskets. You can see how there's a couple layers of steel in there riveted together, with sealant on either side, and of course the sealant on the exterior dimensions. Now these are different head gaskets. See a little tang there? There's a right and a left specific. And I think that's about the only difference. Yeah, that little bit extra on the end. And if you're wondering, the cylinder heads are also different. They're not the same head between the two sides, which is kind of odd actually. A lot of engines have the exact same cylinder head, left side and right side. But not this one. This one's got to be special and unique for some reason. Anyway, gaskets are in place. I'm ready to go ahead and take the heads. We're going to set those down and start throwing the bolts in. That's good right there. All right, this thing's kind of heavy, so I'm sort of hovering over here. Oh, I don't want to scratch the surface. It's got a brand new, nice, shiny surface. I'll set her down right on that dowel if I can. Nope, I'm missing the dowel. Come on, line up. There we go. There. Dunk. Got it. All right, that one's on. Beautiful. Okay, right side head coming in. That one's on. Very good. Check this out. I was opening up the head bolts here. I was going to talk about brand names on bolts, but instead I want to talk about the dangers of ordering things in Florida. You see those fire ants in there? Yeah, there was a little mini colony of fire ants in here, and they will wipe the daylights out of you. They were hanging out on our cylinder head bolts. Anyway, as I was saying, I only use brand name or OE cylinder head bolts. These have to be replaced every time they are removed because these are stretch torque to yield bolts, meaning you apply a torque to them and then they will be rotated an additional angle amount, and that angle is going to stretch and preload these bolts. That way, during the combustion process, when the engine's running, the bolts cannot stretch further and then cause the cylinder head gasket to fail. So we're going to drop all these guys in. Yeah, I prefer to not use aftermarket that is not a high-end name brand or off-brand cylinder head bolts. It's just not worth the extra couple dollars that you're going to spend. So anyway, or save rather. So that's what do we got? 8 of them in there. Very good. We got 8 more on this other side. I'm holding one. Drop that in. All right, we got ourselves a wobbly 15 mil on a 1/4 inch driver. We're just going to use this for some speed. Get all these guys threaded down. Spin that around. That's why I used a wobble, see that? That's good for now. Okay, let's get the other one. Two in the back, and then we'll do the hard part. Oh, that one's, I can't even get a hold of that one. Look at that. It's buried. She's down there. I'll get it. We'll maneuver around some things here. We're gonna get in there. Ow. Or not. Yeah, we're in now. A little bit of extension action gets us past the obstacles. Kind of. Got it. All right, torque wrench 30. Alrighty, these heads are gonna get multiple passes. I've got the directions here from All Data. First pass is gonna be 22 foot-pounds of torque. Second pass is gonna be 33. So let's go ahead and do this one here. We'll start off at 22. I've got the digital wrench here set at 22 foot-pounds on the scale. I hear gasket crunching. This is going to be a little anticlimactic, I tell you what. 19, 20, 22 pounds. There we go. So we just simply repeat many, many, many times. I'm going to reset it. There's 13. 22 right there. Next. That was not even tight anymore. We're compressing the gasket. Did I even spin that one down? What is this? I didn't even spin that one down. Horrible. I must have missed it in my haste. Or it went down most of the way, but not all the way. Fell short the finish line kind of deal. $22 right there, very good. Do a reset, bolt number 4. $23. Got a little hasty on that one. Oh no, matter. Number 5 and number 6 are up front. Let's get these two. $21, 22.14, close enough. $21, 22.17, very good. Let's get the 2 out back, and according to our digigram, we got 7 and then 8. 7 bottom left corner, 8 upper left corner. $21, 22. So here's the deal. What we're going to do, for the sake of reducing boring duplicity, we're just going to torque up this one side on film, and then I'll torque up the other side kind of off camera. That'll save us all a little bit of time, I think. 22 pounds right there. Very good. So now we step it up. So next set, we're going to do 33 foot-pounds of torque, and it requires 2 passes at 33 pounds. So it wants us to do 1 pass at 33, and I guess it's assuming everything is going to relax. So we'll do second passes, that way it's nice and even at our 33 pound mark. So let me get in here, make sure I got my thing pulled up so I can see it.
And 33, here we come, get a little harder to turn. 32, and 33, good. Oh, that was actually number 2. I just got the order wrong. It'll be okay. Get this one here next. There's 33. 33. That's number 4. Here comes number 5, the Cinco. 33. 33. Alright. Starting to get the hang of this. 33, that was close. I almost ran out of swing space. Yeah, dipstick was in the way. 33, there we go.
Now we'll check them all again in sequence. That's the second pass. The bolts have stretched. That's 33 right there. Did I do it in the wrong sequence again? I bet I did. Yep. That's 1, that's 2. I was doing them backwards. Not great. It's fine though, it's fine. Look at that one. This one's turning, 33. Okay, that's now 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and get our sequence correct now. Here's number 3. And there's 33. Yep. Okay, 5. I know, it's riveting content, isn't it, folks? All right, so that one didn't want to move at all. And this one, 33, didn't move at all. Second pass on the back. That one moved, 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm gonna check those front two one more time. I don't like how they didn't move. 31, 32, yep, that one barely moved also. All right. 32, yep, that one barely moved. As soon as it broke loose, that was maximum torque. And 33, that one didn't move. Okay, got it, that's second pass, complete. Alrighty, we are switching to the big torquing wrench right here. This is the 1/2-inch drive one. This one has the angle feature on it. Now the next step of the sequence, it wants us to do 125 degrees, but it says if you cannot do the 125 degrees, which I don't think I can because of some of these obstructions, we can utilize the alternate, which is 35 degrees on one pass and then 90 on the other pass. So we're gonna run this next set right here at 35 and then 90 in the exact same sequence as prior, maybe without getting the bolts backwards. So the wrench is set up on 35. Here, let's go over here and see it. 35 degrees. There's 35, beautiful. And we're good. There, we'll switch it out to the wide lens. 35 degrees again. I can't see it. Oh, this is awkward. There we go. 35 coming up. There we go. Next one, make sure my, what you caught it here is the right bolt. That's number 3, yep. Let me climb up here. I gotta climb in. Yeah. Really getting into my work here. Climbing on inside. Now I can see the things I'm trying to see. You guys don't stare at my leg. Okay, set, angle, reset, 35, coming up. This is gonna go a lot faster now. Thanks for bearing with me on the get myself set up thing. 35. There comes number 5 right here. $35. $36, close enough. $33, $34, $35. There we go. Last one. A shorter extension. I do not like walking away from heads mid-sequence, even to change a tool. $35. There we go. Now we can run them at 90. All right, next sequence. We're doing this in 90 degrees. This is gonna be the fun one. Okay, climbing in, I kicked you guys in the face. Sorry. So we're set up to turn it 90 right here. Staring at my leg. Here, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna move you guys up here out of the way some. Okay, dial digigram deal over here so I can see what the sequence is. Let's set her up for our 90-degree pull. This is the fun one. Okay. Wrench is ready. Here we go. Here's our first 90. Now you want to do these in one straight shot. You don't want to pull and then stop and reset, and then pull and then stop and reset. You want to do one continuous motion. 87, 90. There it is. We were running into some stuff, but got past it. Okay, number 3. I was about to do number 4. Here's number 3. See, I keep doing that. 90. Sorry, dipstick tube. I show you no regard. There's 90. Comes number 4. $90. Right, here comes our next pull. 90. $87. 90. There we go. Almost didn't make it. Okay, that one doesn't fit. It's too long. Do a socket change. What can I do for you there, sweetheart?
Oh, I just had a question on it.
You did. Hang on a second. I'm in the middle of torquing cylinder heads and I cannot be pulled away.
I'll wait patiently.
Thank you. Here comes 90. $89. Good enough. And then this last two more up front, and we're halfway done with one head, and these two 5 and 6, or wait 7 and 8. Okay, 7 and 8. This is 7 right here. Reset. 90 on the angle, pulling 50, 60, 70, 80. There's our 90. Last one. $90. Beautiful. All right, that one is halfway done because the instructions now say to loosen them all and then do it again. So let me do this other side real quick, and I'm gonna go help her out. I've got these ones set up on the second step of our 30 foot-pounds. So I need to do 35 degrees and then 90. Okie dokes, now as per the instructions, it's time to break all of these loose one more time and then repeat the sequence yet again. I'm not sure why they want us doing that. I know there's an engineering reason why you have to break it loose. I just don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know. Let me know in the comments. Why do we have to torque them, then break them loose, and then torque them again? But we need to go through, break all these bolts loose one more time, and then do the sequence for a second time. Again, twice. All right, last one. They're all loose now. So now we start over again with 22 pounds, 33 pounds, then 35 degrees, and then 90 degrees. And once we get that final 90 in, both of the heads are down. Okay, I've made this next sequence go a little faster. I redrew my digital torquing sequence because that phone kept shutting off. So we're back at our 22 inch-pounds again. We're gonna do 22, 33, 35 degrees, and then 90 degrees. We're doing the same thing all over again, but I'm gonna do this one way more faster.
I like the same thing, right? Way more faster than the other one. So 22 degrees. Let's just get this knocked out. Time for more beepages. I'm sorry, 22 foot-pounds, not degrees, foot-pounds. 22. 22. That was weird. That one hit 22 real fast. Okay, whatever. Maybe I didn't have it loose as I could have. 22. That was actually 23.8, but I'll live with it. 22. Yeah, 22 is easy. That's like nothing. 22. Again, I'm just going to show you guys, I think, the one side. 22. All right.
Okay, 22 is done. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do slow speed on the one side, and then we'll do quick speed on the other side. So we're gonna send this up to 33. 33, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There we go. 33 and a third. That's how we're gonna do it.
So we left off on this one. I guess I'll just stay right here and do this one. It's going to be 33 for 2 passes again. There's one pass, or 133. Second one. There's mosquitoes all over the place inside here under this hood. But they're not on my feet. 33. I use bug spray. 33. 33.
33. We had to skip a little bit because my GoPro overheated. That's 33. 33. Yep. That one didn't want to move after the first 33. We're on second pass on this side right here, guys. Second pass for 33. That's good. These last two. So on second pass, what I'm learning is they're not tightening down slightly like they did on the first pass. So it looks like we got some stretch in the bolts. That one moved a little bit. There we go. Second pass to 33. Beautiful. Okay, big wrench coming out. We're on our 35-degree angle next. This is final pass on passenger side. We're going in sequence. Again, reset the angle. Do 35. $35. $35. $35. Come up here to number 4. Reset, and here we go. 35. Beautiful. That was number 4. Let's do number 5 right here. Reset. 35 degrees. Yep. What do you guys think? Is this super boring? It's boring for me, I can tell you that. Oh, 36, ruined it all. Oh no. Okay, back here on numero 7. Oh no, I went past it. We'll be all right. Last one, the Ocho. 36, went past it. We're fine though. All right, let's step it up to 90. Not 156. Hello.
Hi.
You guys are on Torque Wrench Cam. How are you?
Good.
Good, how are you doing?
I am hot and sweaty and really getting into my work over here.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Sounds like a lovely
just
time.
hanging out. 90 degrees, there we go. Let's go back on to number 1. All right, this is the hard part. Getting her set up for 90. Reset, number 1. Hey Troy, can I get a paint marker?
Yes, sir. One moment.
82. 91. We're gonna do, when I relax it, it comes up to 80, like 85. So I'm actually gonna run this past the 90. We're gonna do like 95. Yep. Yeah, I'm setting this for 95 because there's a little bit of flex in the extension, and that's taken up about 5 degrees. So we're gonna set it up for 95. Okay. It'll be all right. And paint marker. Oh no! I just ruined everything. What are you doing to a Jeep? The other Jeep?
I just got finished with the break-in, so
Got it.
I'm gonna park it.
Put a little paint marker on each one after I torque them up. Maybe I should wait till the end. Just mark them all. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. Comes 90. 95 actually. Oh no. I gotta reset. Crud. That's fine. 95 right there. My leg was in the way. I couldn't get the swing out of it that I needed. That's 78. I hate doing this. Resetting the wrench is what I mean. There's 95. That was number bolt 3. Here's bolt 4. Didn't make it. There we go. I'm gonna get out of the engine compartment. I don't like resetting these halfway through. Yeah. I can't see it. There it is. There's our 90. Let's go back here to number 7. I might have to do this one twice also. Made it to 80, yep. There's our 90. Yeah, buddy. Number 8. So that side's good. We're torqued down over here. All right, climbing back in yet again. Trying not to smash things. Yeah, really getting into your work's one thing, but when you step on stuff and break it, that's a bad thing. Okay, last sequence. Here we go. Set on 90. This is gonna be so hard to do sitting in here, because I need to get behind it to put some mass behind the wrench, but I can't. I'm forced to do this kind of bent over a little bit. It's okay. Here comes our 90s. 95 actually, because I changed my spec. 80, 95 right there. What's up, Troy? We see you lurking. Hey, you got a 1/2-inch drive, 1-inch extension? Can I borrow it? This wrench is coming close to these spark plug tubes, and I'd like to space it out one more time. Or a deep well 15 1/2-inch drive socket, that'll work. Because the one I have here is a shallow. I just need like, yeah, let me get that deep well, that'll work. We're on volt number 2, don't let me forget. Why, thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Me gusta.
Yes. What are you guys doing? Oh. Swordmaster?
Yeah, it's a game on the computer.
Oh. Swordmaster. 70 degrees, 80, 80. No, 89. I didn't get it. Gotta reset. 95. There's my 95 that I wanted. Okay. Reset one more time. Are you being weird, Troy, in the background? No. It looks like you are.
Can't prove it.
I can't prove it. Yeah, I can. You're on camera. There's my 95. That's number 3. Here, I know. While you're standing there,
Yeah.
do something for me. I got something for you to do.
What's that?
Paint marker all those head bolts in there.
All right. Make them shiny.
No, just put a dot on them. Don't paint the whole bolt in the cylinder head. Just put a dot on them. That way we know. I won't. Don't you worry. See, that's trust right there. All that potential energy aimed right at your temple of your brain.
I just said please. That's all.
Or I would never hit you by accident.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, never by accident, sir. If I was gonna hit you, you're gonna see it coming.
I love the
Real men don't sucker punch other men. They walk up and punch them right in the face.
right above my dome.
91 or 2. Let's go a little more on that one. There we go. That was number 5. You got them all marked there, brethren?
Yes, sir.
Number 6 is coming up. $70, 86, not enough. Ah, 97. 2 more to go. I can't stop. I got 2 more.
Can't stop one.
2 more. 2 more. No, you never ever stop in the middle of a sequence, because then you don't know where you stopped. Here comes our next final 90. We're 80. There's my 95. And number 8. There it is.
96.
She's torqued. There was 5 degrees of flex in the extension, so I jumped it up to 95. All right, you may mark those if you wish, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you helping out with your crayons there.
My crayons.
Yeah, see, we're marking them.
Purple tastes the best.
Yeah?
I just had to let you know, man.
Okay. I mean, I didn't need to know that, but okay. You're good. Whew, I need some water. All right, moving on. Now that thing's torqued, we can start getting some parts installed, I think. A little bit out of order, because I should probably do the timing stuff, but we've got some open oil galleys and whatnot over here for this oil cooler, so I figure we can pull in the Dorman for the wind situation on these oil coolers, and we'll get this thing slapped on and installed real quick. This right here is the upgraded version. See how it's aluminum? This is where the oil filter resides. This is the cooler heat sink. And if we were to locate the original one, which is in a pile somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yep. There's the original right there. See, we got the OE unit, and then we've got the aluminum housing unit. What happens is these O-rings like to leak, and it dumps oil and coolant all inside of the valley of the engine. It happens due to the fatigue of the plastic right here. So whenever these come off, I try really hard to not replace them with the plastic ones. They always get the Dorman aluminum upgrade right here. It's not a sponsored promotion. They didn't pay me. That's just the parts that I use. If someone does pay me for that kind of thing, I will gladly be transparent and let everyone know, hey, I received money for promoting such product. And that's why I created the Rain Man merch company. That way I can promote products of my choosing and it's done of my own free will without the risk of shill money being paid for opinion. Because I don't like that. Oh no, gravity. Yeah, I don't like the paid for promotion kind of deal. Because it's not really my style. Anyway, let's put this clamp on back right here. Now see the marks on the hose? See those? I call those wetness marks. I like to put clamps back exactly where I found them. Let's move this aside real quick. Take a 19 wrench. We have to transfer these old sensors. Oh, come on. Oh, that's on there too, dang. Yeah, we need to transfer these old sensors to the replacement unit. Watch what I'm gonna do here. I'll stand on it. Using the foot vise. Wow. Okay. Here, let's add a wrench to the wrench. Make more leverages. Oh, nope. We gotta put this in a vise. Unbelievable. Can't get that to come loose. That's a little weird. There you go right there. Smash it. Crunch. No way. I just slipped the wrench. What is the meaning of this? Let's try it right there. That's it's not gonna happen. Well, let's try a different wrench with this line drive extra long. All right, now we're upside down, and I've got the metal part in the vise clamped down a little harder. You are gonna come out of there, or we need a new sensor. That thing's not coming out. Not gonna happen. Okay, not asking this time. Time for the pliers. This one should come out, but this one's in the way. This sensor is blocking my pliers access to that other one. Yeah, see, that one came out no problem. What's this deal with this one? I feel like I'm gonna break this thing with these pliers. Yeah, no, we have to put a new sensor in this. This is done. Yeah, not gonna happen. Okay, well, that's not gonna cut it. So I've given up, and I have acquired a replacement sensing unit. Stick that guy in right there. It comes with sealant on it. Let's see what the actual size is now. 19? Yeah, 19. Look at that. We'll let the sealant make the seal. There we go. Nice and tight-like. Beautiful. And look at that. Top of the sensor is where the connector plug is. That way, next time it has to come off, you can reach it. A lot of times you put these sensors on and the tang will end up at the bottom. That means that the button for the connector would be at the bottom and you won't be able to like really get a hold of it to remove it. So that's actually good orientation. I've taken the liberty of installing the cooler package on top of this unit as well when you guys weren't looking. So we're good to go here. Okay, back at the block. Let's go ahead and take out our paper towel plugs. We gotta get all that stuff out of there. That's the oil drain back to the pump. I think 2 of those are coolant, and then 1 of those is oil coming back in to run through the filter. So you got oil in, and then oil out, and then coolant in and out. And I don't know exactly which ports are which, but you got oil coming in and coolant coming in. It's an oil cooler, and it uses engine coolant to cool the oil. So we have to pay mind to that little blue O-ring down there. That's going to be our starting point because that little nipple thing protrudes from the bottom of this, so we want to make sure that that goes in first. There we go. Now the unit is seated. So let's go, before we bolt it down, go out back and plug in the sensor connectors. I know that one went there, and then the other. Let's get that around the corner. She's gonna go right there. Okay, so we got an oil pressure sender and the coolant temp sensor connected. Let's get the bolts, drop those in, and then tighten down this unit right here. Start dropping bolts in. These are our E-Torx fasteners. See the star on the head of the thing there? It's 5 in total. Where's that other one at? Is it over here? I cannot see. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Like so. Beautiful. Off center. See that? We're going to lock this down because this is going to be compressing the O-ring gaskets on the bottom of this unit. So we just go a little bit at a time. There we go. Click. Click again. Four click. And Cinco click. Beautiful. All right. That is one Doorman engine oil cooler assembly installed, bulletproofing this leaking catastrophe of a design right here. Okay, next up we got ourselves a bucket of goodies in there. That's a whole pile of lash adjusters and rockers. We have the lash adjusters hanging out inside the oil bath so they can get all the air out of them. What we're going to do next, we're going to blow everything out. I know this is a clean head, but there could be dirt in there. We're going to blow everything out, get some pre-lube oil on this unit, and then we will get the lash adjusters and the rockers set down in place, and then we can drop the cams in. So, loud noises with the air gun. Nice and shiny. Now this is going to be a mess, hence the glove here, but we can take each one of these units, just drop them in there. There's enough oil soaked on these, I don't need to pre-lube the holes, but one at a time. I probably could have sorted these out a little better. What do you think? Hey, there's some. It's gonna be a long day digging out lash adjusters. They're all migrating to the bottom of the little can there. Some would call these lifters, and they serve a similar function. Those are somewhat synonymous terms, I suppose. The difference is these do not lift and run off the cam. They pump up hydraulically to take the lash out of the rockers, hence hydraulic lash adjusters. See, words really matter. They really matter. Unfortunately, here in modernity, we've forgotten how to properly use our words. It all started when we started spelling tire with a Y. And I realize you European types, you use Y for tire. That followed suit into other words. It was the marketing gurus that did it. They're the ones that changed it because it was trendy. And folks responded to it according to their consumer surveys. They responded positively to the fallacy of the incorrect spelling. Yeah, I'm being quite generous with the oil spillages all over this. We're pre-lubing everything. Just dump that oil. It's all gonna end up in the pan anyway. This is all mostly rinse oil. Another adjuster. She's gonna smoke like a freight train though, because all the oil and fingerprints on the exhaust and whatnot. It's gonna let us know. There we go. Looks like we got 2 more lash adjusters and 2 more rockers. And there is a flashlight on my head. It seems to have fallen down. We have flashlight gravity in the making. There it is. Look at that. Oh! Well, that was... I tried to save it. I totally tried. Epic failure. One more back there. More roller rockers. Slippery. Slippery when lubricated. Warning. Okie dokes. Got 1 camshaft coming in. This is going to be our exhaust cam on this side over here. Squeeze that guy in. I'm just setting them down in position for right now. We'll time them later. There we go. Okay, right side intake cam. Set this one down inside of its home. 2 down, 2 to go. Let's get rid of that business right there. Very good. Back to the air blower gun. Ooh, warm. Okay, second set of valve train stuff. Let's make sure my glove is super duper squeaky clean. We'll start getting all these guys dropped in. Yeah, see how that works? The cam lobe is gonna ride around and contact this roller. That roller presses against the lash adjuster on one side and then the valve on the other side. That's how you end up with a valve train that's hydraulically adjusted at all times so the thing doesn't rattle or make the ticky-tick noise. When they make the ticky-tick noise, that's because the needle bearings inside of the roller here are damaged or have fallen out, and then the lash adjuster is pumped up to the max and it can't compensate because there's all that slop in the component. And that's what that's another mode of failure on these 3.6s. There's many modes of failures on these. We aim to fix all of those on this particular operation. I'm a little disappointed that this thing only made it 50,000 miles before needing a major overhaul. I guess that's our future, right? Like, I'm not sure if this is the future we signed up for, but that's the one we get. There we go. But it's like what Gandhi said, you want to be the change that you wish to see in the world. I think that was Gandhi, right? Yeah, be the change. Oh no! That's not the change I wish to see in this Pentastar. I just dropped that thing down there. Hang on, I can get it out. Maybe. It's stuck on the head bolt. Why? There, got it. Recovery complete. Crisis averted. Yeah, I do not think that the oil drain passages are large enough for valve train parts to go into, so kind of a non-issue. Okay, we're down to 1 adjuster and 2 rockers, all the way up back on number 6. And we're good. All right, let's get the cams. Okay, left side exhaust cam. It's the exhaust side here, intake side here, so it's somewhat self-explanatory. Drop that guy down. There we go. All right, last one, we have intake cam coming in. We'll set her down. Laura, is that you?
Yeah.
Come back. Where are you going? We'll set that down right there. Nothing. You were out here. I wanted to say hi to you.
Hello.
All right, good to go right there. All right, camshaft caps. We've got right side intake 1 through 4. We had labeled these previously when we took them off, which is good. I'm gonna set these guys down, just start a couple of the bolts. The cams are not in time yet. They're close, but there's gonna be some valve spring pressure on the cam lobe, so we can't get them exactly in time until we're ready to set the chains up. And that is gonna have to be saved for the next video in this series, where I think we're running up towards the end of this particular video. We're about an hour mark, I think. Well, I almost made a huge boo-boo. I didn't find it because my GoPro died. And when my GoPro died, I went back and threw a battery in there and then just rechecked my work where I left off, because I had walked away from the area. And I had found that I somehow dyslexicked my left ends, my rights, and I put this side cam caps on this side. And I noticed it because the witness marks on what I thought were the right side caps were not lining up. So I inadvertently had grabbed the wrong side. And I noticed it because I checked the stamping on the cam. Yeah, right there. LI, left intake. Well, I was putting on the right side one. So here is left intake 1, LI1. That's where that one goes. Sounded kind of Canadian. Goes. Yeah, got that wrong. Left intake 2. That one's here. I know we just saw that, all this, but now we're doing it again because I love my job so much. I'll do it twice. Left intake 3. And left intake 4. There. Now we're back on track. So I like to think I would have caught that. I mean, I did catch it, but almost at a catastrophic level. It goes that way. Left exhaust 4. Left exhaust 3. 2. There we go. And left exhaust numero 1. All right, so if we look here on the front of these cams, we're supposed to have the arrow pointed at the arrow right around this area, and on this side we're supposed to have the line pointed at the line and the arrow is pointing away. So that's going to go pretty much like that. And then this one we got to tighten down and then turn it, because we have to end up pressing down one of the valves back on cylinder 6, I think. But in the neutral position, where there's no spring pressure, we can start tightening this down. they're not going to be torqued just yet. We want everybody snug, loud noises. And we're going to do some fitment checking. Make sure we're not smashing valves into pistons or something along those lines. Okay. Let's make sure we can get some motion out of this cam. Alright, doing just fine. No binding, good. Same thing on our exhaust cam here. Check for binding. Now there's a little bit more spring pressure set up on this cam, just due to its position, but we should be able to get some turn out of it. Yep, no binding on that cam, and if we want to turn it around to, yeah, so that's where it's going to sit, roughly that location when the chains are being set up. Yep, that's good. All right, let's get the other side kind of buttoned up, and we should be in good shape here. This is about gonna close out this video right here. We're gonna get these cams buttoned down, and then tomorrow we'll start in on the front timing accessories, get the chain set up, and that should probably bring this series to conclusion. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off right about now. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this Jeep and this series in the comment section down below. Do not forget to engage that like button while you're down there. And since you're here to the end, I'm assuming you like this content. If you do like the content, click on one of the links that's going to be populating right about now on the end screen. That'll take you to another one of my select videos that I have placed strategically in the in-screen section. I'm going to do an oldie but a goodie for this one. There's been a lot of new folks coming into the channel recently, and I'd like to introduce them to some of my older content. So I'll put a fan favorite or two in the end screen. You guys check those videos out. See you guys in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. See you fellas later. In a Jeep, in a transmission, end of cylinder head gasket rebuild.